walk through valley, not a valley, but valleys of the shadow of death. We have 1,000 different deaths in this life, not just the ultimate physical death. We have all kinds of deaths that take place. Some of you know the deep hurt of the death of relationships. You've been through stuff with a divorce, or your kids are estranged, or a parent is estranged, or a colleague at work. I mean, all kinds of, you can kind of characterize those as little d deaths along the way. And he says, but David says, check this out, though I'm not going to avoid that, right? God's not going to enable me to always avoid that. He says, I'm going to walk. He doesn't say, I'm going to walk and stay and get stuck. He says, I'm going to walk through them. And I believe that is so true for you and me, that you've heard me say this many times. So many times in great loss, you don't get over it. And I'm not even sure that I don't know how you could get over it in that sense, but you do get through it, meaning that you're able to take the next step and live the next day. But if you had somebody you deeply loved, and some of you have lost kids or a spouse, and I don't know that you want to necessarily get over that, but you want to get through it. I think we need to be realistic about that along the way. But listen to this. Just listen. You don't have all this. A life without lack, or the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, is one. Now here, this is important. It's one that carries no fear of evil. Our confidence in God soars far above wants and fears. Would you like to have a life without fear? It seems like Jesus constantly says to his friends, fear not, fear not. Imagine what that would be like, no fear. Listen to this, this is good. Ready? Imagine living your life with no fear of aging or death, of disease or hunger, no fear of any person or creature, no fear of the loss of your possessions. You can live without fear in the midst of a world that's dominated by fear. Continue listening. The veil of deep darkness represents any difficult experience of life that makes us afraid, and that includes death. Sheep lack good vision. They're easily frightened in new circumstances, especially where it's dark and the presence of the shepherd calms down. Or the presence of the shepherd calms them. The rod was a heavy object with which the sheep could stun or kill an attacking beast, and the staff was the shepherd's crook, which he used to assist an individual sheep. At evening, he would have the sheep, listen to this, pass under the crook one by one so he could count them and examine them. It gave the flock peace, knowing that the shepherd was there and was equipped for any emergency. He is Emmanuel, the good shepherd. He is God with us. Jesus is not a hireling from John 10 who runs away at the sight of danger. He is a true shepherd who laid down his life for his sheep. God's sheep have a peace with God, and we can enjoy the peace of God as we trust him. And through our life, as we follow the shepherd, we will have many and varied experiences. Some are going to be very trying, but none of them will ever take the Lord by surprise. And we can trust him and we can have peace. And the closer we are to our shepherd, the safer we're going to feel, and the more his peace will fill our hearts. And some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a good place to live with no fear. When you're getting older, right, and you're starting to think about things, and everything doesn't work quite as well as it used to, and you start feeling, we don't have to be fearful. The same God that has saved us is going to keep us. And this psalm assures us of that to the very end. Listen to what Hebrews 2:14 says. Because God's children are human beings made of flesh and blood, the Son, Jesus, also became flesh and blood. For only as a human being could he die, and only by dying could he break the power of the devil, who had the power of death. Only in this way could he set free all who have lived their lives as slaves, check that out, fear of dying. Isn't that beautiful? This is my favorite psalm, Psalm 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? I love that. The Lord is what? He is the stronghold of my life.